Welcome inside Halton Arena. It's Conference USA basketball as Western Kentucky Lady Toppers take on the Charlotte 49ers. Good Thursday evening, everybody. Bobby Rosensky alongside Molly Cotton. And Molly, we were talking about it before we went on the air. It doesn't matter. Whenever Charlotte plays in Halton Arena, it's usually going to go down to the wire. These two teams already with an overtime contest this season.
And every time I think Charlotte plays, and especially at Halton Arena, as you mentioned, Bobby, let's just go ahead, put the clock at 2 minutes, tie it up, and that's what you're going to get between any of the opponents that they host here at Halton Arena, and especially Western Kentucky, when we've already seen an overtime game between the Hilltoppers and the 49ers. Now, on that one, on the road, Charlotte coming out the winners. Charlotte hoping that they can get back to their winning ways here at Halton Arena, as they had a rare loss on Sunday to Middle Tennessee, 46-45, so of course another close one. Meanwhile, Western Kentucky, after a 3-game losing streak, starting off against the Charlotte 49ers at home, they're on a 3-game winning streak, so maybe you're seeing a little bit of shift just in the confidence for Western Kentucky on this winning streak, while Charlotte tries to bounce back from Sunday.
This is a Western Kentucky team that was picked to finish 12th in the conference, but you can see they're much better than that, 10-3, but they are a young team. There's Coach Carrick Consuegra of the Charlotte 49ers, her 11th season leading this team, 188 and 133 overall. It is Greg Collins leading the way for the Lady Toppers. Opening tip, and it's controlled by the Niners, and we are underway here in Charlotte. Michaela Boykin at 19 last time these two teams played. Quick jump shot, McKinney doesn't go. Rebound to Blevins.
And a team picked to finish 12th, but now second in the standings. That's dangerous because they are playing with a lot of confidence, and now on that 3-game winning streak, a lot of momentum.
Blevins had her pass taken away by Boykin. Michaela can't finish. Offensive board for the Niners. Back in the hands of Boykin. McMillan setting the screen. Niners set the offense. 11 to shoot. Boykin fires from deep. Off the front iron. No good. Rebound Savori.
Not anybody there for an offensive rebound for Charlotte. They know that they're going to have to get back quickly and transition to set up for defense. This is a Western Kentucky team. They've got a quick tempo. They like to run the floor.
Abdel-Gawad first time with the ball. She goes cross court. Blevins, 3. Too strong in the hands of McKinney.
This is a Charlotte team, ranks in the nation in their 3-point defense. And already you're starting to see Charlotte's defense.
Octavia Jet Wilson's first shot of the game, it goes, and that's something the Niners hope will be a spark throughout this contest. Octavia, their leading scorer at 18.1, but the last 4 games shooting just 30% from the floor, 20% from beyond the arc. Meads pass deflected by Octavia Jet Wilson. Second turnover by the Lady Toppers. And now we'll get a foul on Savori.
And a clear foul there, trying to get her hand in there for a steal. And Charlotte early on giving Western Kentucky a taste of their own medicine, whereas it's a good defense for Western Kentucky. They're actually 10th in the nation in steals on the season with 273, but it's Charlotte now defensively really coming out strong in the opening couple of minutes of this game.
Boykin, mid-range 2. Shot doesn't fall. McKinney able to get another offensive board, her second. Now Boykin, and all of a sudden, had a clear path to the bucket.
It was great ball movement initially for Charlotte, and then, of course, that offensive rebound for Kiki McKinney, the 49ers taking advantage of it, and honestly, just a great awareness from Boykin.
Abdel-Gawad inside. Williams with the defense on the play, forces it outside. Meanwhile, Abdel-Gawad, the top scorer in Conference USA, as she's had the ball a couple times in her hand, but that was the first shot attempt. She had 20 points, 8 rebounds in the overtime loss against the Niners. Foster will go inside. That shot doesn't go. Lady Toppers keep it. Blevins on the hands of Savori. Merawal trying to get inside. Foul going to be called on Kiki McKinney.
And you see her thinking about it a couple of times, acting like she's going to either go for the three or drive inside, kind of hesitating, trying to play that strategy there, and then she does drive, and that's what she does well. I mean, she's a patient player.
Savory 3. That's good. Savory, a 33% three-point shooter. And the Lady Toppers have their first points of the game here. It's 4-3. McMillan's pass inside off the fingertips of McKinney, and it'll be the first turnover for the Niners. Niners right now 2 of 6 from the floor. As we see the open look from beyond the arc. Blevins being guarded by Boykins. Trying to drive inside, and we get too many steps on Macy Blevins.
Besides that open three-pointer that we just saw from Western Kentucky, I think you're really tipping your hat to the Charlotte 49ers and their defense right now.
Ball deflected out, stays with the Niners. And now that pass, too strong. Savory gets the steal. She's the one who deflected the ball out of bounds and forced the Niners to inbound it again. Carrick and Swager, just a stoic look on the sidelines, but Melina Williams with a steal. Long feed, Octavia Jet Wilson. Shot doesn't go, but a foul on Alexis Mead.
And early on, this is good team basketball for Charlotte. You've seen a couple of offensive rebounds from Kiki McKinney. That's led to points for the Charlotte 49ers. And despite a turnover for Charlotte, they're able to defensively make a stop, force a turnover on Western Kentucky, and that leads to at least Jet Wilson here at the free throw line.
Octavia missing the first attempt, 75.6% at the stripe this season. 1 out of 2. The lead back to 2. Mead to Foster. 3 freshmen on the court for the Lady Toppers. A really young team, just the one upperclassman. And Abdelgawad. Now a 3 from Foster. Octavia Jet Wilson, the rebound for the Niners. Jet Wilson fires a 3. Nice rebound, Foster.
As you mentioned, Bobby, Jet Wilson needed in this game today against Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky obviously has its strengths. They had 4 players scoring double figures in that overtime loss to Charlotte a few games ago.
8 to shoot. Mead. End up losing control of the ball with the defense from Jada McMillan. It's in the hands of Boykin. Boykin, little spin move down low, and she scores.
And you've had early on Boykin be a difference maker. Now Boykin has come up big, and she does have an ability to change the game with what she can do offensively. And between her and Kiki McKinney, just with those couple of offensive rebounds, that's really what's igniting this team right now.
Another turnover for the Lady Toppers. Jet Wilson drawing contact. Shot doesn't go, but she'll be heading to the free throw line for the second time tonight. Niner defense right now the story in this game as they have forced 6 Lady Topper turnovers. 7-3 lead for the Charlotte 49ers here in the opening quarter. Niners shooting 38% from the field. That's 3 of 8 overall. Molly, for Coach Greg Collins and the Lady Toppers, just 5 attempts. It's 6 turnovers that have really kept them from getting in any rhythm on offense.
Exactly. So you're looking at just taking care of the basketball first and foremost and hoping that points can come from there for the Hilltoppers.
4 of those 6 turnovers in the last just 2.5 minutes. As this Niner team been riding their defense of late, even in their loss on Sunday to Middle Tennessee, gave up just 46 points.
And this is a dangerous Western Kentucky offense. They lead Conference USA with 72.8 points a game. Also, they're second in the conference, shooting 42.8% from the floor, not to mention what they can do from beyond the arc.
Abdelgawad going inside, and a block going to be called on Busick. It'll be her first, second team foul.
And Busick, I'm sorry, just now subbing in and already picking up a quick foul.
Yeah, each team making a couple subs. Cameron Roach also in the game for the Niners. Savori had a wide open drive to the basket. She has all 5 Lady Topper points. Boykin, she'll fire the 3. Rebound to Foster. Quick push up here for the Lady Toppers. Abdelgawad inside, draws the contact.
And you are really forcing anything you can to get her the basketball and hopefully some points there for Western Kentucky, as she is so good, as we have talked about her already. But that's what's going to lead to open looks for Savori. And Savori has created some things for herself, but she's had a wide open 3 from beyond the arc, and then you see her driving inside just on that previous play there.
Blood maybe for Miral as she gets checked over on the Lady Topper sideline. The 5'11 senior from Cairo, Egypt. Leading scorer in Conference USA at 20.3. And she has seen her scoring just about double. It was 10.6 last year. Out of that 20.3 or 3-point shooting this year, almost at 35%, was 25% a year ago. 70% free throw shooter. Misses her first attempt. She's also first in the conference in free throw attempts. So a team picked to finish 12th, beating those expectations in large part because of her play, but also all the youth, the freshmen that have stepped up and played really well for Coach Collins.
And this is a conference that is so good. Obviously at the top, you see this game tonight, but it's also a conference that's on the rise.
Busick, another offensive board for the Niners.
When you look around the conference at a young team like Western Kentucky, Rice is a young team, new coach. Plenty of talent around Conference USA.
Plenty of opportunities for the Niners. They're not able to capitalize. Charlotte now with 4 offensive rebounds here in the first almost 7 minutes of game time. 3 from the top of the key, in and out. Boykin the rebound.
And frustration there, because that looked like it was a clear 3, but couldn't get it to go.
Niners not able to capitalize on the other end. Now Blevins. She'll fire a 3. And another in and out 3. Foul called on the rebound attempt.
Mention how good that this Western Kentucky team is offensively and from beyond the arc, shooting 32.7%, leading the conference, and 3-point percentage. And it's Charlotte, as good as they are on their 3-point defense, I don't know if those last 2 misses are all because of the defense, just not getting them to fall.
Yeah, whatever they put on the rim is helping with the defense here in the first 7 minutes. Western Kentucky 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. Early on, Niners 0 for 3 on their 3-point attempts. Busick wide open, mid-range 2, can't get it to go, but another offensive board. Jet Wilson 3, that's good.
When you get the ball in Jet Wilson's hands for that second time, she's going to make you pay. And it hasn't been the typical stat line, at least from the points, from what we've seen from her. But getting going early on here for the 49ers.
Jet Wilson now with 8 points for Charlotte. Busick to Roach. Runner in the lane is good.
And you're getting so many different players involved for the Charlotte 49ers, whether it is Octavia Jet Wilson or Cameron Roach. Kiki McKinney hasn't been involved when it comes to scoring the basketball, but still making it a presence at the glass.
Turnover, McMillan. And Coach Collins going to take a timeout as all of a sudden Charlotte on a 7-0 run in just 43 seconds. And have opened up a 10-point lead.
And being in this conference, you're never too comfortable with the lead, especially this early on. But for Charlotte, they trailed Western Kentucky by 11 points in the fourth quarter. Last time these two teams met, they were able to come back. And you certainly know with leaders like that, with the Charlotte 49ers and McMillan, they have the firepower to hold on to this lead. However, for Western Kentucky, they also have the ability to dig themselves out of a hole when they get hot and they get going from the floor.
Right now, 7 turnovers have led to 9 points for Charlotte. Blevins as they work it around. Now it's Foster. Hunter in the game for the first time. She's got the ball at the free throw line. Backing in McKinney, and it's going to be a double dribble on Tori Hunter.
And a lot of movement there for Western Kentucky as they go around the edge of the arc or the top of the arc, but can't find anything inside. And when they finally try to create something, then yet another turnover for the Hilltoppers. It'd be 8 turnovers for Western Kentucky now.
Roach 3. Rebound by Foster. Now Faustino with the basketball. Her first minutes of this game. Foster fires a 3. That won't go. Octavia Jet Wilson the rebound. Final minute of this opening quarter. Octavia Jet Wilson with 8 points. Feeds it to McKinney. 3. And she banks it in.
Kerrigan Swager giving her a big smile as McKinney looks over to the sideline.
Faustino double teamed in the corner. Just a half-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Blevins feeds it over to Foster. Now out to Walker. Walker, free throw line jumper, doesn't go. Long rebound to Octavia Jet Wilson. Feeds it up to McMillan. And a 15-point lead for the Charlotte 49ers after the first 10 minutes of play. A 12-0 run ends the quarter with the Niners up big. A look at how the first quarter ended. Jada McMillan with the lay-in. And it'll be interesting to see what we see from the Lady Toppers here to start the second quarter with that huge run by the Niners. 12-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes of that first quarter. Lady Toppers just 2 of 11 from the field. They get it inside. Shot doesn't go. Second chance doesn't go.
And for Charlotte, you obviously want this formula, but allow your defense to create the offense. And that's exactly what this team did in the first quarter.
Deja Lawrence in the game for the Niners. Little runner in the lane.
And now you've got Deja Lawrence adding to the point total here for the 49ers, from McMillan to McKinney to Boykin, Jet Wilson. I mean, you've had plenty of players here for the 49ers, a handful, grab some points, and obviously more to come. Whereas Western Kentucky, they've been stagnant offensively.
5 to shoot. Walker gonna throw it inside, and we're gonna get a foul called on the Niners. Michaela Boykin, her first foul.
And a foul, but still a good foul, if you will. 2 seconds on the shot clock, though, there for Western Kentucky. So another moment where we've seen this offense have to work to get any shot up against the Charlotte 49ers defense.
So Makolo hits her first free throw attempt. Did not play the first meeting against the Niners, but that free throw ending the 14-0 run the Niners were on. Jada McMillan. They had Boykin in the corner all alone. Couldn't find her. Now she has the basketball. 10 to shoot. Boykin working on Walker.
Kara Consuegra calling in a call saying, quickly, go, go.
Now Lawrence. Can't get the finish. Offensive rebound. McKinney. Now Boykin fires the three. That won't go. Melina Williams gonna draw the foul as the Niners just crashing the offensive board here in the first 12 minutes of this game.
And the physicality you've got to love from Kiki McKinney. And this Charlotte 49ers team, they have a Conference USA Player of the Year, at least if you ask Kara Consuegra, and Octavia Jet Wilson. Well, she started a campaign, Coach Consuegra that is, for Defensive Player of the Year for Kiki McKinney.
Here's Melina Williams. And Williams joins the score sheet on her first shot of the game. Niners right now with 7 different players that have scored so far. Hilltoppers finally get a bucket inside. Charlotte continuing to attack. Lawrence to McMillan. Now Williams, three. It's good!
And when you can't miss, you can't miss. And that's how Charlotte is feeling at Holton Arena tonight.
Shot doesn't go. Offensive board keeps it with the Lady Toppers. Meade had a good look. Shot didn't fall. Now Boykin, 3-on-2. Into the corner. Lawrence, 2. Good! And another timeout for Coach Collins as the Charlotte 49ers now lead by 21. Everything cooking for the Niners right now. Deja Lawrence with the long 2 in the corner. Lawrence 4 points in just under 3 minutes of game time. As right now the Charlotte 49ers for the game shooting 44%. The Lady Toppers at just 19. In the second quarter, Charlotte 4 of 7 from the floor. Western Kentucky at just 1 of 5. And now Coach Collins looking for anything to work on offense. Here's the leading scorer in Conference USA with the ball moved around. Blevins. Now inside, McBride. Shot clock violation. We've seen some looks down low, Molly, for the Lady Toppers, just not finishing right now.
Yeah, and even a couple of looks from beyond the arc for the Hilltoppers. And I haven't hated their shot selection. I mean, even a few possessions ago, you see, I believe Meade kind of have a great look in the middle of the gut there, right in the middle of the lane. It just didn't fall for, and that's kind of been the case there for the Hilltoppers tonight, whereas Charlotte, they can't miss to this point.
Deja Lawrence. Pass. A little tall. Great effort by Williams to keep it for the Niners. Boykin had a bounce pass taken away by the Lady Toppers. Meral will throw it across court. Perfect ball movement. Meade, 3. Doesn't go.
And that's what you're trying to get back to there if you're Western Kentucky, is I think the Charlotte defense has kind of taken Western Kentucky out of their comfort zone, out of their sets a bit offensively, and they haven't gotten to what they like to do best and what they do best. It's getting up and down the court, but it's also the ball movement, and that great ball movement there did end up in a wide open 3 for Meade.
Lady Toppers have hit 188 threes this season, already 5th most in school history. 1 so far in this game. Boykin looks up skyward after that shot went in and out. Walker. Now to Blevins. And Blevins had it just blocked and then taken away by Boykin. 3-on-2 for the Niners. Octavia with the finish.
And so many options. I mean, Lawrence was open down the baseline, and then Boykin is able to find Octavia Jet Wilson.
Levin's three. That's in and out. Octavia Jet Wilson now with 10 points. Beautiful feed to Boykin.
And I said it at the beginning of this game, and I'll continue to say it because of the consistency that you've seen, but it's a real team effort and a real team game there for Charlotte with the assist from Octavia Jet Wilson, and Boykin ready, and she gets it to go.
Octavia Jet Wilson, 12 points, has 5 rebounds, a couple assists here early on. We look at Boykin, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Niners right now on a 9-0 run over the last 241. They made 5 out of their last 6 shots. Coach Collins down to just 1 timeout, but you can't blame him, Molly, for taking them because he knows if his team's going to have any shot coming back into this, they got to find a way to stop the bleeding.
And it is. It's what else do you do? What else can you do against the Charlotte team that is so hot offensively and has been so good on defense here in this first half? And we mentioned at the beginning of this game, Western Kentucky had a 3-game losing streak at one point that actually started at home against Charlotte. They then answered back and are on a 3-game winning streak coming into tonight.
And the Niners just able to take misses and get easy buckets the other way. Roach with that one. She's got 4.
Almost seems like a quiet night right now for the 49ers with just 4 points, considering what you've gotten from everybody else.
Mead. Back out Walker. Abdul-Gawad going inside on Octavia Jet Wilson, and Octavia got her money's worth on that foul.
And kind of looking over to Consuegra like, are we sure? Are we sure? And Consuegra said, yeah, moving your chest, not getting those feet set. That'll do it.
And the arm across the other arm.
That too.
That played a role in it too for Octavia. This was a Niner offense that came into this game struggling. Averaging just 50 the last 4 games, and I think part of that has been Octavia's shooting woes, but not there tonight.
And this is, you couldn't ask for much more here in this first half for a Charlotte team who is coming off a loss, who has been struggling offensively. You want to be hitting your best stride at the right time, and at least in this first half, there's a lot of good things to take away for this team. And it's not just Octavia Jet Wilson getting going again. It's a Molina Williams jumper. It's a Roach with a layup. It's McMillan getting involved as well. It's relying on many different players offensively.
Walker. 3 doesn't go. Jet Wilson again a miss, leading to a break for the Niners. Roach to McMillan to Busick. And she doesn't finish. First time we've really seen Charlotte not capitalize. Mead, open 3. Octavia Jet Wilson, her 7th rebound of this first half. Roach, open 3. Niners shooting 47%. Had gotten to 50% before those last 2 misses. Lady Toppers, though, just 3 of 21. And now Mead just throws it over her head. And it will be a turnover for the Lady Toppers.
Yet another one for Western Kentucky. And if you're Charlotte, it's, well, how many points does this one turn into on this possession for Charlotte following a Hilltoppers turnover?
All right, now 11 turnovers for the Lady Toppers have turned into 11 points. Charlotte just 3 turnovers, and that has led to 0 points for Western Kentucky. Boykin 3. It's good. And it is a 31-point lead here in the first half for the Niners.
And Bobby, it almost makes us look like liars when thinking how close this game was going to be with how Charlotte plays their opponents at Halton Arena and what this game was at Western Kentucky.
Another takeaway by Charlotte. We'll get a foul called on Foster. Just the second foul. As you see the three, Boykin knew it was good. Again, this is a young Lady Topper team going up against a really experienced Charlotte team. And now we'll get an offensive foul on McKinney.
McKinney pleading her case to the official, not agreeing with that call. But you talk about the experience for Charlotte versus the youth for Western Kentucky. It's a very impressive season for Western Kentucky despite the expectations coming into this year. And for Charlotte, it's been a grind here recently with how they've had to battle at the end of games and throughout the entire games to hold on to any type of lead.
Foster working on Busick, going inside. Continue back in, now spin move. And that shot kind of the story of the first half. Good look. Shot just did not go for Western Kentucky. They'll keep the basketball, 20 on the shot clock. Faustino. And an offensive foul. Octavia Jet Wilson drawing that.
And it's just so hard to get any type of rhythm or momentum when you're not able to keep the basketball for an extended period of time or get any points because you have the fouls or turnovers. Just getting in your own way at times for Western Kentucky.
Angel Middleton checking into the game, her first action in a while. Redshirt sophomore from Charleston, South Carolina. Boykin, three. It's good again.
Boykin just holds up that three. We've seen her do it a few times in this game. Not sure if she was directing it at Western Kentucky player or at the 49ers band.
Offensive rebound, keeping it here with the Lady Toppers. Walker, three. That won't go. Savory, three. It's good. Second triple of this first half, and almost a steal on the inbounds, but a foul going to be called. Foster picking up her second here in the last minute. Final minute of this opening half. Octavia Jet Wilson, by the way, has just become the all-time minutes leader in Charlotte 49er women's basketball history. She needed 15 minutes tonight to pass Lefty Webster, and that has just occurred in this final minute of play. Here's Middleton inside. Shot doesn't go. An 8.5 second difference on the shot clock. Savory, nice bounce pass for an easy bucket for the Lady Toppers. And now Charlotte will get the final possession of this first half, which has been dominated by the home team. Octavia doesn't get it to go. What a tip by Boykin.
So impressive for the 49ers, and Boykin has had a heck of a first half.
Three at the buzzer is good. Hope Savory ends up with 11 points, including 3 triples. But it was a first half controlled by Charlotte from the start as they head into the locker room here with a 46-18 lead. Savory, the one bright spot for the Lady Toppers with 11 points in the first 20 minutes of action here for Charlotte. You got Mikhail Boykin with 12, Octavia Jet Wilson also with 12 points. We have an official review. I thought she had that shot off clearly, and they will signal 3-point. I think there was about a second to go when she let the ball fly. The shot good, and halftime officially underway here in Halton Arena as the Charlotte 49ers lead 46-18. Halftime rolling on in the Queen City. Charlotte 49ers up big at halftime, 46-18 on the Lady Toppers of Western Kentucky. Bobby Rosinski alongside Molly Cotton as we take a look at what else is going on in Conference USA. One other game in progress right now. Marshall leads Old Dominion after one, 22-14. Bunch of games coming up later today. FIU at Middle, FAU at North Texas, Southern Miss at UTSA, UAB at Rice, and La Tech on the road taking on UTEP. As you see that Conference USA Eastern Division standings tightly bunched, Molly. And tonight a critical game for Charlotte because, as you see, they'd be 2 ahead of Western Kentucky in the loss column, plus the 2 wins against Western Kentucky would have Charlotte in really good shape.
Right, you can't really state how important that this game is. And Charlotte came out tonight knowing the importance of what this game was against Western Kentucky. After going to overtime just on February 3rd at Western Kentucky, and now to answer back with this significant amount of a lead in the first half, and you've put up 46 points, held Western Kentucky to just 18 points. This is a Charlotte team. In their loss to Middle Tennessee, they put up 45 points for the entire game. So they came out tonight, as a team collectively needing a turnaround. That message was sent likely from Kara Consuegra, and that was heard because it's a statement performance. And if this keeps up, a statement win for Charlotte tonight against a top team in Conference USA.
You see the Lady Toppers up next for them. Will be a road game at Old Dominion on Saturday. Following that, got a week off before back home to take on at Middle Tennessee. Also Marshall, and then they'll round things out. Taking on Marshall once again. That second one, March 5th, will be in Huntington, West Virginia. Meanwhile, for the Charlotte 49ers, in the midst of a 4-game homestand, got their annual Play for K game coming up on Saturday when they'll take on the Marshall Thundering Herd right here on ESPN+. Those two teams went to overtime earlier this season, with Charlotte picking up the victory 39-37 in that contest. After that game, a Monday early evening game against FIU, and then they'll head down to Florida. Always a nice trip in February, as they'll be down in Miami to take FIU on February 24th at FAU on the 26th. They get Middle March 2nd, and then the one more game before the conference tournament, and that will be Southern Miss here inside Halton Arena. And then the Conference USA Championship set for March 8th through the 12th in Frisco, Texas, in what should be a very entertaining Conference USA tournament. By the way, the men's teams tonight also going at it. That one in Boiling Green, as the Hilltoppers have won 5 straight, which started with a dominating win they had here in Charlotte against the Charlotte 49ers just 2 weeks ago. Getting ready here for the second half. There's Coach Collins. And another speech. I'm sure there was another one in the locker room just for his team. But now final instructions here as the second half. And for Coach Consuegra, it's about Molly not letting up. Yeah, he played a great first 20 minutes, but there's still 20 more minutes to go.
And absolutely, not letting up. So you don't want to talk too much about, not pulling your starters, but you have already seen an Angel Middleton get some time late in that first half. So you come out here and hope that this team continues to press on the gas, puts up that type of performance, mirrors what they did in the first half, and hopefully you can maybe get some rest for these players who have seen quite a few overtime games this season and have gone down to the wire in quite a few of their games in Conference USA.
Niner basketball as we get started here in this third quarter. Octavia Jett Wilson. Shot doesn't go long. Rebound, Jada McMillan. Pass by Jett Wilson. Nice grab, McKinney.
Almost opened things up for him, the overpass.
Now Octavia, 3-0 but net from Octavia Jett Wilson.
And if you're wondering how the 49ers would come out in the second half, if they pick up where they left off, that should answer it for you on that first three from Octavia Jet Wilson.
Lead 31. There's a foul. Largest lead of that first half late was 34.
And at one point, Western Kentucky shooting just 18% for that entire first half. They finished 18.2% from the floor.
Jada McMillan called for the foul, her first. And Devawa able to hit the first one. Western Kentucky is without a key player the rest of the season, and that's Maya Meredith, 5'11" freshman from Taylor Mill, Kentucky. Torn ACL, suffered 12 days ago, back on February 5th, out for the season, was Conference USA Freshman of the Week 4 straight times. At one point this season, averaging 12.7 points, which was second best on the team. McKinney with the offensive board. She's up to 5 points.
And you lose a player like that just 12 days ago, it does take some time to adjust, to find that new identity of life without such an integral part of this team.
There's Foster inside. Nice pass, keeps it alive, but a block by McKinney. Outlet pass to Jada McMillan. Ball stays with the Niners.
McKinney just doing what she does best. I mean, it looked like Western Kentucky was going to come away with some points there and an open shot, and here comes McKinney from behind and a block. Yet another block for Kiki McKinney. It's continuing to make her case, potentially for what Kara Consuegra says should be a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Lagawa to fire the three, won't go. Melina Williams the rebound. Again, the Niners taking a miss, quickly going the other way, and an and one.
And Boykin leading the way in the first half. She had a career high against Davidson, 24 points earlier this season. Still a ways to go there, but as much as a player who can change the course offensively, has had a lot of momentum on her side.
3-point play, good by Boykin. Coach Consuegra, a film junkie. And she must have seen something in the film, knowing setting multiple players off misses, and the Niners have been getting out on the break all night long. Jump shot by Meade doesn't go. Williams the rebound. Boykin wide open three. Foul on the Niners.
And Williams has taken a couple of hard hits in this game. It's a player who's come along this season. I think you can see her gaining some more confidence, and honestly, a game like tonight, great for her confidence, great for the confidence of this team. You continue on this trajectory.
Fouls on McKinney, her third. Consuegra might have a 34-point lead, but the official hearing from her would not know that.
And she was heated at the end of the first half when Western Kentucky took it down the court and nailed a three right at the buzzer.
Foster. They go cross court. Blevins fires the three off the front iron. Nice offensive rebound by me, but it was blocked by Williams. Niners quickly pushing it. Boykin, and one again. Boykin had a career-high 24 points against Davidson back in December. As you see the block leading to Boykin the other way. She's up to 19 right now. And make that 20 with a redshirt senior from Clinton, North Carolina, Duke transfer, averaging 12.7 points a game. She's up to 20 with 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Niners right now on an 8-0 run. One of many runs we've seen tonight.
And getting back to Boykin, transfer for Duke, coming in from Duke, it speaks a lot about her and the culture here at Charlotte, but clearly her success throughout this season speaks to how she's just been able to fit in. She's bought in to this program, she's bought into this coaching staff, and has fit in really nicely with this program.
11 shot doesn't go. Octavia Jet Wilson with her 8th rebound. Foul on the Lady Toppers.
Her 17th double-figure game for Boykin this season.
She's been in double figures all but 3 games this year. She had a strong game that first time these two teams got together with 19 points. Melina Williams up now to 8 in this game. Melina had 15 in the first matchup. Nice bounce back game for her, and their loss against Middle had just 2 points on 1 of 7 to shooting with 5 rebounds. Williams now with 9 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple blocks. Gawad over to Mead. He looked inside, pass wasn't there. Now pass deflected, and now it's taken away by the Niners. 3 on 2. Octavia Jet Wilson draws the foul. Shot doesn't go, but Octavia heading to the line for 2.
And you see a steal there from Charlotte. Charlotte opened up with quite a few back-to-back steals at the beginning of this game against Western Kentucky, and they've been really physical. They have stayed active hands, active defenders for the Charlotte 49ers, adding yet another steal to the stat sheet.
Niners 8 of 9 at the free throw line now. Jet Wilson 4 of 5 at the stripe. Like that 5 of 6. Octavia with 15 points. Her 18th double-figure game this season. 71 now times in her career. Delgawa, top scorer in Conference USA, been quiet tonight. She'll get an opportunity at the free throw line. 6 points, just 1 of 8 from the floor. She's 4 of 6 at the stripe. She leads this conference in free throw attempts.
And fourth team foul for Charlotte. The 49ers pick up that foul.
Each team with 4, so free throws the rest of this quarter. That free throw snapping a 12-0 run by the Niners. Third quarter been the trouble quarter for Charlotte this year, but outscored by 17 in the third. The fourth quarter is where they've been great, plus 43. But they have picked up where they left off in the first half here in this second. Melina Williams draws the foul, and she'll have an opportunity to get in double figures.
That's what you're asking for a coach, a complete game, and not having that let up. Obviously, there's always a hesitation or fear for that after a first half. But you haven't seen that in this third quarter. So now I think you set that goal to this team, not having that let up this entire game.
Williams hitting the first, 64.1% at the line on the season. So she's in double figures now with 11 points. Third Niner in the game in double figures with Boykin with 20, Octavia Jet Wilson 15. Williams will get a rest now. Angel Middleton back in the game. Walker jump shot. Doesn't fall. Boykin the rebound. Long outlet pass going to be taken away by the Lady Toppers. Faustino with the steal. 3. Doesn't go, and Busick skying for the rebound.
And Western Kentucky had numbers on their side. After that turnover, they were all hustling, trying to get back on the other end.
Boykin getting inside now with 22 points.
Shot clock not on.
I don't think Western Kentucky liked that stoppage. Miral had a little drive to the hoop. Charlotte up big here in the third. Shot clock reset to 23 seconds as it's Lady Topper basketball. So far this third quarter, Niners have outscored Western Kentucky 19-4. Lady Topper still looking for their first made field goal this third quarter. Faustino will try to get it, and she will. Fourth made three of the game for the Lady Toppers. Now 4-19 from the outside. Busick. Over to Lawrence, three. Foot was on the line. It will be a 2 for Deja Lawrence.
And Lawrence doesn't see a whole lot of action. She did play 5 minutes in the first meeting between these two teams. She did have an opt-out year last year, and I think that was a season or a year, I should say, for growth for Lawrence. And I'm remembering why she's here, buying back into the program, according to Kara Consuegra.
Another turnover by the Lady Toppers. Roach. Foul going to be on Smith. Jordan Smith, 5'10" sophomore. Called for the foul as Roach will head to the free throw line. Roach just 3 of 9 at the stripe so far this season. Roach, a Kentucky transfer. Can't get the first one to go. Roach with 4 points in the game.
As much as we've talked about these players for the Charlotte 49ers and, or not McMillan, but what you have here for Charlotte and Michaela Boykin, I should say, the transfer for Duke. Then you have another transfer you just see from Roach. Again, players buying in. This coaching staff is a coaching staff you want to play for in this program with the success that they've had, even the success that they're having now. Only makes it that much more attractive to recruits, even to potential transfers with the transfer portal.
Another foul on Smith. Allows J.C. Busick to head to the free throw line. Busick on the season, 73.9% at the stripe. She hits the first one. Niners 13 of 15 at the line so far this evening. Busick will hit them both. Niners 11 of 12 in the stripe here in this third quarter. Faustino blocked away by Busick.
Again, you'll say it again, just how involved everyone has been for the 49ers.
Roach, three, it's good.
For Charlotte, you wonder just what their offensive output could and will be at the end of this game.
Another turnover. Lawrence doesn't get the finish. Jada McMillan knocked it out, and Jada a little shaken up. And that's the last thing Coach Consuegra wants to see. She'll quickly sub out McMillan. Niners 73 points here. Coming into this contest today. Niners averaging 61.7. Just 50 points they've on average the last 4 games. They're over 20 each of the first 3 quarters. First time they've done that this season.
They put up 82 points against St. John's on November 27th. Of course, their highest scoring game was against Rice on January 22nd when they won 88-83, but it took 4 overtimes to get to that 88 points.
Free throw by Smith is good. Her first made free throw of the season. Now 1 of 5 at the line. Niners quickly pushing it. Boykin's pass deflected, taken away Faustino. Savory. Good hands by the Niners. McKinney knocking it out of bounds.
And to stay that active on defense, even Lawrence, I think may have gotten a deflection or hand on that ball as well. And McKinney involved in kind of disrupting that pass for Western Kentucky.
There's a 3 from Smith, won't go. Boykin, her 7th rebound. Shot blocked away. Back to Boykin, 3. McKinney just tapping it out like a volleyball player.
I mean, that was a completely different sport there for McKinney, but she's got a presence down low and at rebounding. And trusting your team that, hey, someone's going to hustle after this one and retrieve it.
Roach has got to fire the shot. Roach saying it was deflected. The shot clock was just about expiring anyway. So Walker will bring it up for the Lady Toppers. Final 2 minutes of this third quarter. Lady Toppers just 1 made shot here in the third. McBride. And another turnover, 17 now in the game. Roach had it taken away by Faustino. Savory. Pass was a little high, couldn't fire the shot right away.
It even looked like a travel there for Western Kentucky for that pass to Savory.
McBride's jump shot doesn't go. Foul on Busick.
I'm not sure if the mics can pick up the yelling from Kara Consuegra across the court, but we'll leave it that she doesn't agree with that call.
I actually thought it was the right call.
Well, you know, and then she asked who was it on. They told her Busick, and then it's almost like, oh, okay. I think she believes that coming from Busick. She could see that.
Walker's free throw doesn't go. Lady Toppers make a little change of who's on the blocks.
Wasn't sure if it was a clock issue or what.
Boykin the rebound, double team by Western Kentucky. The Niners able to get across the timeline. Charlotte right now leading by 47. Largest has been 48. As we're in the final minute of this third quarter. Lawrence splitting the defense, couldn't get the shot to go. A foul against Western Kentucky.
Lawrence frustrated with that, knowing that she did end up with that open look. And she's gotten so much to fall along with the rest of this 49ers team.
So Deja Lawrence at the line. First one is good. That was her first free throw attempt of the season. Coming in averaging just 0.5 points a game, but up to 7. And make that 8 in 10 minutes of game time. Largest lead of the game here at 49 for the 49ers. Walker. Over to Faustino. Savory. Now McBride. Walker. And a a foul on Lawrence with 3 seconds on the shot clock. First foul on Lawrence. Faustino will head to the charity stripe. Teresa Faustino, 5'9" sophomore from Portugal. Able to hit the first. And a young Western Kentucky team, true freshman this year, actually accounting for 53.3% of their scoring. Mentioned Maya Meredith, one of the top freshmen in the conference, out for the season, torn ACL.
And those offensive rebounds for Western Kentucky will not make Consuegra happy.
1.8, we got a jump ball. Lady Toppers will get the final attempt here this third quarter. Faustino, and that shot blocked away by Boykin. And that brings us to an end of the third quarter as the Niners continue their dominance here on a Thursday night. Charlotte up big as we head to the fourth. Ready for the final 10 minutes here in Charlotte. Niners up comfortably here, 75-27. We look at Charlotte first quarter, outscored Western Kentucky 21-6. It was 25-12 in the second. And in the third quarter, Niners 29-9, 29 points most Charlotte has scored in a quarter this season. Alicia Wade in the game, first time for Charlotte. Feeds the ball back to Williams. Now it's in the hands of Octavia Jet Wilson. Wade, open three. Gets her own rebound. Niners 14 offensive rebounds. McKinney jump shot won't go. And now Western Kentucky. Blevins going inside on Roach, draws the foul. Shot doesn't go.
Kara Consuegra yelling at her team, stop fouling. Always finding ways and things to coach these players up on, even with this lead for the 49ers.
Free throw doesn't fall. Western Kentucky 9 of 17 at the free throw line. That's 53%. This is coming off a game. They shot 82.6% from the line in their win against UTSA on Sunday. That was their second highest mark of the season.
And for Wade, for the Charlotte 49ers, hasn't seen a whole lot of playing time consistently this season. She did play a career-high 12 minutes and had 5 rebounds against UTSA back in January, on January 15th. But this is a player who Kara Consuegra expects to be the point guard of the future for this program.
Melina Williams hustling down the floor.
And again, she's taking some falls, hard falls tonight.
Quick inbounds pass. Foster on the second attempt gets it to go.
And Foster with that initial one-on-one against McKinney. McKinney with the block. It's so hard to go up against McKinney one-on-one and have a clean, good shot.
Beautiful move, McKinney inside.
And then on the other end, she can create something for herself.
Blevins will feed it to Hunter. Hunter draws the foul on McKinney. It'll be her fourth. So Tori Hunter heading to the line. 6'4", redshirt sophomore from Hoover, Alabama. Able to get the first one to go. Western Kentucky, you know, happy their next game less than 48 hours away. Coach Consuegra telling her team to relax.
Yeah, that seemed like it kind of got a lot quickly, but I don't know if it was the band acting like something could happen. It didn't seem like Wade got any extra aggressive or out of line by any means with Western Kentucky.
.28 on the shot clock here as it stays with the Lady Toppers. Hunter on the hands of Foster, over to Mead. Mead working on Wade, and a foul going to be called on Wade, and Coach Consuegra putting the hands on her head. You would not know the score if you just watched Kara Consuegra here.
Looking like she's about to pull her hair out after some of these calls.
Hunter, nice feed out Mead, open three. Jet Wilson had the rebound. And a foul on the Lady Toppers.
You know, even after those few different chances for Western Kentucky, Charlotte still staying strong, not allowing an easy shot for the Hilltoppers.
Well, it has to hurry across. We'll just get it there. Now Octavia Jet Wilson. Up and under for Octavia.
What she does so well, I think Consuegra on the sidelines with a small smirk after that along the baseline. And Octavia Jet Wilson with the hook, and now almost the steal.
Blevins had it taken away by Roach. Roach feeds it in the corner. Wade drawing the contact.
When you talk Western Kentucky, I'm sure they're excited to get back on the court in 48 hours or less than 48 hours, get this taste out of their mouth. I think the same thing can be said for Charlotte. Hoping that you continue to carry this in to Saturday against a Marshall team. And really the rest of the season's final stretch of the regular season.
Wade, Coach Consuegra describing her before the year, expected to be the point guard of the future. 5'6" freshman from York, South Carolina. All the veterans on this team change next year, and Wade expected to have a much bigger role for the Niners. They currently lead by 50. And there's Roach with a steal.
I'm not really sure if Roach knew she had gotten that one. It almost looked like while she was defending, her arm almost got caught up in the pass.
Wade. Rebound to Mead. Turnovers right now are 19-7. Western Kentucky with 19 of them. There's a three from Blevins, doesn't go. McKinney the rebound. Blevins and Foster for Western Kentucky, both out there with 4 fouls. McKinney, 4 for the Niners. Roach. Wade able to get the rebound. And now it's in the hands of McKinney. Niners setting up the offense. 6 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Roach, left hand shot, won't go. Rebound Mead. Mariel going inside. And there's a finish from the leading scorer in Conference USA. She's up to 10 points. Wade quickly going the other way.
This has been a lot of transition, a lot of back and forth for both of these teams. Quickly moving the ball up the court, Western Kentucky knowing that they have a lot of work to do.
Ball out of bounds off the Lady Toppers.
Haven't seen a whole lot of that from the highlight reel there for Western Kentucky. It's a player that gets to the free throw line often, does well there at the charity stripe, so aggressive down low. But Charlotte has found a way to stop Western Kentucky and the Conference USA's leading scorer tonight at Holton Arena.
Kelly Connick checking in the game first time. Kelly played the first 4 games of the season. She fires a 3 there. Middleton able to get the rebound and draws the foul.
The entire sidelines off the bench for Middleton after that rebound.
Middleton will be at the line when we come back. Niners up big here in the 4th. A look at Angel Middleton corralling the rebound, drawing the foul, which will send her to the line for 2. The final 5 minutes of this contest.
And for Angel Middleton, she spent her time in Charleston, South Carolina, her hometown last year. She's a redshirt freshman. Like Kara Consuegra says, she has to protect the rim. You can use her to the advantage playing in the post and scoring the basketball, but it is about being physical, protecting the rim, coming away with those rebounds.
6'6", tallest player in Charlotte program history. Rebound going to Western Kentucky. Walker bringing it up. Walker scoreless in the game. Now McBride in the hands of Faustino. Turnaround jump shot is short, but McBride able to pick it up for the Lady Toppers. Faustino back to McBride. 3 to shoot. Faustino gets past Middleton. Nice move for the sophomore from Portugal. Faustino up to 6 points in the game, 2 of 6 from the floor. And that pass intercepted. Faustino with the steal. Up to Savori. Nice feed to Smith. But great defense by Lawrence coming back.
And you're hoping this group, this lineup can set something up offensively after that turnover that Western Kentucky was able to steal and come away with. Now Roach speeding it up and this offense gets going.
Connick 3 won't go. Lawrence hustling for the rebound, now in the hands of Wade. Wade back out, Connick. Pump fake. Shot is good.
That's the offensive efficiency that you wanted in the previous possession when Western Kentucky stole it.
Walker able to hit her first shot of the game. Now 1 of 5 from the floor.
I know we've mentioned this, but despite the lead, Kara Consuegra still showing her frustration sometimes.
And Coach Consuegra, knowing there's a media timeout still to go, she'll take a timeout. 3 minutes to go in Halton Arena. Charlotte 49ers continue to lead by. Fourth quarter here in Charlotte. Callie Connick in the game, 4 points for Connick. Nice feed by Roach. Connick up to 4 points here in just a couple minutes of action. Faustino beats it down low to Smith. In the hands of Walker. And a finish inside from Faustino. Faustino up to 8 points. Hope Savori with the assist there, her third assist of the game. She leads the Lady Toppers with 11 points, all those coming in the first half. Alicia Wade inside, shot doesn't go. Rebound out to Smith. Smith pushing it here for the Lady Toppers. Shot doesn't fall, rebound Davis. Now Roach. Roach feeds it to Middleton. And the shot didn't fall. Nice look from Roach to Middleton.
I'm going to say she's a team favorite considering the reactions that you've had from the 49ers sidelines.
Block call on Roach, her second foul.
And we talked to Middleton and just how she spent last year at Charleston. You had the COVID year. You're essentially relearning everything now back with the Charlotte 49ers and getting back into that physical shape that it takes to play at this level of a program.
Middleton collecting her third rebound, 8 minutes of action for Angel Middleton. Four to shoot. Davis gonna have to fire.
And Consuegra actually has spoken about her, and not that she's played a ton this season, but hopefully she can be that player to come in and knock some shots down for the 49ers, and almost does it with that three.
Savori gonna head to the line for two. Hope Savori, 5'5" sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky, averaging 6.9 points a game, but you see her with 11. And make that 12. Coming into this game over the last 5, averaging 9, so you see the uptick in scoring for the sophomore as the season moving on, now up to 13 points. As we enter the final minute of play, here's Middleton inside. A block on McBride, leading to a foul, and Middleton will head back to the free throw line. Her third and fourth attempts at the game. At the stripe, missed the first two. Charlotte home Saturday, they'll take on Marshall. While Western Kentucky heads on the road to take on Old Dominion. As Middleton hits that free throw. Elsewhere in conference play, you got Marshall and Old Dominion playing each other right now in Norfolk. And it is the Thundering Herd on top, 35-34 in the third. Middle of 33-20 lead on FIU with under 3 to play in the first half. All other games just getting underway or still to come tonight in conference play.
And that ODU Marshall game, yet another close game in Conference USA.
It's a rare outlier. As Charlotte grabbed control early. And here's a three from Walker, won't go. It was 9-6 Charlotte later stages of the first quarter, and they caught fire at the end of the first. Going on a 12-0 run, it was 21-6 after one, and wouldn't get any closer. So here's Middleton inside, left-hand finish. Foul going to be called on Wade.
You'd almost, in a sense, feel like it's the passing of the torch, maybe, or the future of Conference USA for both of these teams, at least. We've talked about how young Western Kentucky is. Charlotte, much more experience. You have those veteran players, super seniors or seniors for the 49ers, but now in these waning minutes, it has been those younger players. As we talked about Wade, how Kara Consuegra expects her to maybe be the point guard of the future. Middleton, who's coming into her own after having that off season or off year in Charleston and not having many players like her in Conference USA.
Final seconds ticking off here in a dominating victory for the Charlotte 49ers inside Halton Arena as they win 89-43. An impressive performance from start to finish Boykin leading the way with 22. Octavia Jet Wilson had 17 for the Niners. For Molly Cotton, I'm Bobby Rosinski saying so long from Halton Arena, where the final score is Charlotte 89, Western Kentucky 43. All game